everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Redskins going up against the Bengals. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Washington Redskins and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first carry for the rookie from Georgia. It's Keith Marshall. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And here's the offensive unit, and we highlight a very good guy, A.J. Green.
Let's just make it simple. He's a game breaker.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Let's go!
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Brissett now on 2nd down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And now a look at the Washington defense.
Ryan Kerrigan is an example of bringing the best of you from college to the NFL and remaking your game. Terrific guy causing fumbles at Purdue, has done the exact same thing in the NFL, then lost weight and became an absolute terror rushing the passer.
Third and short yardage, Brissett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. On 3rd down, Cousins. And this is brought in by Pryor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They'll give it to him right up the gut. A strong running. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
Geno Atkins is an absolute force as a defensive tackle. Forces every offense that he plays against to alter their game plan.
Here we go now.
Second down, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long for Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
First down, Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over. Right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. And on the ground they go with a running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. And he's able to put it through. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll come out in the pistol. A first carry now for Paul Perkins. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Second down, Brissett. And the catch good. It's Eifert. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Brissett now on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Brissett now. A dump off to the flat for Perkins. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Paul Perkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's up and good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Cousins to throw it. Pryor has it complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Jordan Reed has it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he cuts it right sideline. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd down, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. 3rd down here.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
To throw, Cousins. It's brought in by Doxson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go now.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ah, yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Out to the left, it's complete to Dykstra. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Cousins from the gun on third. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat, yet these guys continue to make plays. Is there any other way to stop them?
Apparently not. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Kirk Cousins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Second down, Brissett. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. It's third and long for Brissett. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
That's taken it around the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
All right, here we go.
Cousins now on second down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. Third and long for Cousins. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Every now and then, you have some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it. But when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let him have that opportunity.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Let's go. 1, 9,
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Second down following the run. They send Green to the left on his own.
Here we go.
Play action now. Brissett. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Here we go.
Brissett from the gun on third. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First and 10, Brissett. Going to throw right side here, complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Brissett again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Here's Perkins on first down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Brief break in the action here. We'll come back here right after this. They go play action here on first down. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They send Green to the left on his own.
Let's go.
1st down, Brissett. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Sliding out of the pocket. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Catch by the rookie, B.J. Goodson. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
They send Green to the left on his own. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Second down, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They send Green to the left on his own. A second down throw for Brissett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
Still 9 yards to go on third down. On third down, Brissett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Again, we'll see the pistol here. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And some room to maneuver. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a cutback right sideline. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? But where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation...
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's the first-round pick, Eli Apple, with it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Brissett now on second down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Ohio.
To throw is Brissett. And Eifert has it. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Let's go.
Brissett to throw on first. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. They send Green to the left on his own. Second down, Brissett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a line.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by the rookie, B.J. Goodson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So this is not the QB here. They're going to do a direct snap out of the Wildcat. Welcome back now here in London. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
2nd down following the run. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
8 yards still remaining here on 3rd down. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. A bullet throw, but incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? They'll run it now out of the gun.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Another pistol look here.
Green, 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
As a defender, you've seen that play work all game long. What you have to do, though, is stay with your keys and not overrun plays, because once you do that, they send you in one direction and come back in the opposite.
They come out here in the
Here we
eye.
go now.
The backup, Rob Kelly, his first carry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs and nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Here we go.
And they'll run it here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They'll try to throw now. Cousins completes it right side to Dodson. That one good for 14 yards. And they're going to have a third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. All right, now look at 56.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And tough starting field position here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory.
Here we go. 1, 9, 1.
We're set now on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, But here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game. And if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Here we go.
They'll run for it with Marshall. Room here to run. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 16 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
No matter the week, no matter the team, you're going to hear coaches wax nostalgic for big tight ends that can control the edge of the line of scrimmage. Well, sometimes you don't have a tight end in the game, so now you're looking at your tackles. Can they control the perimeter? Make sure that that gets sealed off so there's no penetration off of the edge. If they're able to do that, that's why a toss play is successful. Because once they get to the edge, they can pick and choose their spot, which way to run, whether it's deep outside or cutting it back inside to pick up big yardage. On that play, they controlled the edge so well, they picked up an excellent chunk of yardage.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Perkins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Let's go. 38. 38. Let's round. There we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is a situation where you have to understand the clock. Not getting out of bounds there, a big-time error.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mike Davis with time running out. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. So they're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Josh Doxson with 4 seconds remaining. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now Perkins. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They've got some decisions to make now. In field goal range already. How do you play this out?
You check with your kicker to make sure the spot that he told you that he wants it is still the same as the game has gone on, because sometimes the kickers have to make adjustments. They may all of a sudden become more confident about their range and their spot. They may become less confident about it. Where do you want it, and what is the range that we need to get into for you to kick the one through the post for us to win it?
So this game possibly could end on the foot of the kicker here in overtime. 2nd down, 8. And they give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. It's an 8th loss of the year, and that one cements the fact that they're not going to reach their goal of finishing over 500.
And that's too bad, because they really pressed for it. You know, they gave it a heck of a run. But now they've got to find out who's going to play hard down the stretch and still try and win ball games.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been